Grand Rising, everybody. Going to say the prayer to everybody. Want to give thanks to the primordial great mother, the ancestral spirits of creation, archangels, angels, the ancestors themselves. So, ancestors themselves, and so on. Give thanks to ancestors, all the ancestral spirits, the primordial great mother. So, peace and greetings, everybody. How you doing, Mother Shelley? How you doing? I'm gonna probably give you a call after this live if you're still awake. All right. When I get in this house, there's information. I woke up early this morning, or early this rising Eastern Standard Time. Something woke my spirit up. Something literally woke my spirit up. Now, I'm about to let y'all know about the true meaning of this whole global reset. It's a good thing and a bad thing. Spiritual wise, good thing. Physical wise, crazy stuff. Now, y'all remember, I'm gonna go ahead and bring forth some information. Videos that I found. Hopefully they'll have y'all can be able to hear them, and they won't stop me from letting y'all hear them today. Y'all know where I've been going at with all of this. And I kept on telling y'all that Nasara is not going to actually happen like people think it is. A lot of people realizing before peace, the chaos got to come to bring forth order. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Everything I had told y'all about that final showdown is looking like I was telling the truth. I'm going to tell y'all that seriously. I'm telling y'all that right now. I found a video, hopefully they'll play it, that I was on my Instagram. And this brother really went off and was talking about the X chromosome. And what does that do? It's like a real quick video, but he was talking about how we're going to be the ones that bring the chaos before the order. How you doing, Elijah? So I'm almost home. So I'm like couple houses away from my house, and I'm gonna get the internet running, and I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all on my email, because I send it all through my email, because now we about to really go in, because all of this was a psyop. And I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that when I get in this house. Before calmness, the storm have to come. Before the peace, stuff gotta happen. I told y'all. Oh, wrong light switch. I told y'all before that something wasn't right, if I'm not mistaken. Me and brother William Jolly Baby was talking about this stuff amongst each other. And I told y'all, how you doing, Kai? The funny vibes I was getting off of this whole situation, right? Now listen, one of the videos I found early this rising, and I know I probably got bags in my eyes because I woke up early this morning or this rising, and I couldn't sleep because something was just talking to my spirit. And see, the fucked up part about all of this is that a lot of people, see how the numbers are just fluctuating? A lot of people don't realize what is going on. Those that are getting SSI, things about to change. And I told y'all I had a funny vibe. And I was saying how before this whole peace thing happened, and everybody started getting lined up for this money that we were promised. How you doing? How everybody doing? I'm about to go ahead and I'm on my computer right now. Bear with me. I'm waiting for her to load up because the whole thing with SSI, what they're not telling everybody is some real stuff. They about to digitize SSI to a card, if I'm not mistaken. To a card, or they're going to send it to your bank if you have a bank and all of that. That's what they're about to do. I told you everything getting digitalized, but also I gave a shout out to Dr. Malachi York and many other people that have been talking about stuff like this. They are most definitely going to turn everything cashless. It goes back to when I was talking about last night about the microchip. Remember I told y'all about that? And I told you about the digital ID. I told y'all about that. I've been telling y'all about that because what I found out, I don't know how it landed on my Instagram. Okay? But the video I tried to show y'all that didn't have no sound with Robert Kennedy Jr. trying to tell everybody, all the Americans, to say no to the digital ID. Okay? Remember, he was saying no. He was warning everybody. See, the thing about this, everybody pushing this whole Nassara thing. I was one of them, but I also knew the truth behind it. I knew that it was going to bring all of this to bring forth order sooner than later. Also, I knew it was getting ready for this final showdown that I was told years ago. Because my daggone phone keep on acting up, and I told y'all about the new towers that they're making for people that took the jab. I told y'all that jab actually had the daggone microchip in it. Me and Jolly Bay was putting our heads together, and it started being eureka moments and stuff like that. We started having DNA explosions. Now check me out on this. My computer is up for her to finally download everything. Hopefully I can show y'all the stuff that I found and sent to my email. Now I really want y'all to understand what is really going on. Listen, I told y'all that Trump was a 33rd degree Freemason. He was also a Knights of Templar. Remember I told y'all all of this. And I found out all of this when I was in the order. So I was a part of an order that was actually dealing with the Memphis rites, which was dealing with the ancient Kemetic rites that was actually being taught by Dr. York. And I told y'all stuff that was going to probably take place real soon, and I was going to find certain information, if I'm not mistaken. Now, y'all got to excuse y'all little big brother. You know, I'm trying to remember everything. Let me see. I'm on my computer right now. Give me a second. Let me see. I'm going to share information about your ancestors, what to do when you got their altar and everything. I have videos on that. Give me a second. I'm trying to remember which one it is, because I text myself to let it be known what it's about. All right. Let me see if this is it. Give me a second, y'all. Hopefully you got the sound on there, because if we have the sound on there, we in good shape. Because I really want y'all to know this is some real shit. Oh yeah, this was on the Drink Champs with Noriega.
It's that. Right. So the chip, it's to condition your mind. So it'd be like, oh, we've always been tapping. We've always been using cryptocurrency. We've always been, doing it this way. So when you get the chip, you ain't going to think nothing of it because you won't be like, nah, they've always been doing it similar to this, right? So the chip, when they put it inside of you, is going to be activated as your credit card. So long story short, now you could just, if they put it in your forehead or your wrist, now you could just slide your arm or slide your head, whatever they decide to put it in. And they're going to say, oh, there's all these good things about it. And this is where they manipulate / trick you / deceive you. They're going to say, you know why the chip is good? Because now no one could come up to you and just rob you and take your cash. You know why the chip is good? Because if you get kidnapped, I can find you and locate you with the chip. They're going to tell you all these great things. But here's the part that they don't tell you. If you do not comply with the government, and you do not do what the government says, all they got to do is simply turn that chip off. And now your credit card don't work, and now you can't even go to Carl's Jr. and get a cheeseburger. Now you can't even go get tacos or eat. And now, in order for that chip to be turned back on / activated, you got to be under control and the mercy of the government and what they tell you to do to be able to even shop for food or whatever else is that you want to get. And so all that is leading towards that, man. So I tell people you're soon enough going to be backed up into having to make the decision of accept or don't accept. But when it comes down to it, and people always, and that's how they control you. And people always say, oh, they got you control on your phone. No, they don't. Because I could take this phone, I could throw it in a river, and you no longer got anything on me physically. But once they put that in you physically, now you're under control. A lot of this is exposed. You guys can watch the documentary with your own eyes. And to go one step farther, respectfully, it's all in the Bible.
Right.
It's all in Revelations. It's right there in black print.
Right.
So all I'm saying is, but if you want to see some current, watch American Faces and Freedom, you'll get a wake-up call right there, and it shows you how and why this is happening, because this is all leading up to the one world government, the one world currency, and if you know the...
Now, y'all heard that, right? I told y'all that we had to be more to all of this. The Great Reset was actually dealing with that. Every is about to start going into one currency. Y'all need to look up BRICS and see what BRICS is doing, because BRICS is connected to all of this. Remember the stream I did that had the pictures, that picture of that Caucasian man, right? The live that I had, the picture of the Caucasian man on the front cover. I'm gonna tell y'all who that was. That was the orange man himself when he was younger, and it had Britain on there. It had Iran and other countries on there. This also is connected to BRICS. See, this is what nobody don't want to tell y'all. Before the peace, there has to be chaos. Now, Young Elder and many others spoke on this and said this was directly done by this extraterrestrial group called the Ashtar Command, who disguised themselves as the Palladians. They had blonde hair, blue eyes. I know this sounds crazy, but those that read Dr. Yoke Holy Tablets know exactly what I'm talking about. That's why I always give Dr. Yoke a shout out every time. Let me tell y'all something. This is intergalactic, multidimensional warfare. This has been going on since the beginning, because this planet is not just Tiamat. They've been going to war with Tiamat and her children the whole entire time, because this particular planet has resources. A lot of these different planets have been destroyed over sheer power, absolute power. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. I know that sounds like I'm saying some fear-mongering stuff, but I'm really not. I'm giving y'all the heads up about what's happening. So the good thing is that we are now getting back in tune with our spiritual selves. This is why a lot of people are saying it's time to grow our own shit, do what we got to do, and fuck them. The movies that they told this on was the Devilish Man movie with Wesley Snipes and what's his name, Sylvester Stallone. You also need to go back to the Terminator movies, because now we also dealing with digital currency and also AI. We're going through all of this. But here's the thing, we're going to succeed through all of this, because now we're realizing what they've been trying to do. There's more to it. I'm going to play that video again. Just give me a second. I'm going to play another one. This is stuff I've been finding out. Like I said, something woke my spirit up and was like, yo, you need to wake up. Like, come on. Let me see. Let me see what else. I think this might be the other one, so bear with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been up since, and I went back to sleep or rested my form per se. Yeah, I want y'all to hear this about the Chitaiui. Remember I told y'all about I mentioned the ancestor Krato Mutwa when he did an interview with David Icke years ago. Let me tell y'all something. We've been at war with these beings for a long time. That's why I kept on telling everybody, we got to get back to our practices. We got to go back into it. When I was featured on the other channel, I was telling y'all this stuff because I seen what was going to happen down the pipe. And I told y'all all these agents are doing overtime. They're pushing all this positive shit, but they're not telling you what the fuck is really going on. Okay?
Some film producers, like the producers who make the film Star Wars, often show creatures in their films which actually exist, which even the most uneducated of Africans who knows this Chitauli can identify. For example, in the new Star Wars film, what is it called? Star Wars or something like that. There is a creature who amazes me called Darth Maul. Darth Maul is a red and black being with a ring of small horns right round his head. That is exactly what the Chitauli look like. Some have got ordinary heads without any horns on their heads. These are the lesser Chitauli, but the royal Chitauli have got a ring of sharp horns all around their heads, and the very high Chitauli, like their king Mubava Famahongo, they have got very long horns which grow this way. Not that way like a wolf, but this way like certain antelopes. Now, I just wonder where these film producers get their information.
Now I'm going to pause it. Now I'm going to go ahead and make my announcement, which I should have did. Every video, all information that I have on this channel of ours is for fair use, educational purposes, and entertainment purposes only. This is why I'm playing this, and I want YouTube to know this. So don't try to put me down for no copyrights, because I'm using my law, the law that I was given. Fair use only. For all the videos and information on here, fair use, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Keep that in mind. Now, y'all saw that, right? He said that the horns go like an antelope, the royal ones. Now, in the Holy Tablets by Dr. Malachi York, he spoke on all of this stuff. Those that remember me being featured on the old channel, I kept on telling y'all how important it is to have nationality. Right? Listen, when the brother Sloan came here and he went to the ceremony Saturday, they spoke on this. They said that this movement, that this reset has a lot to do with what's about to happen. If you're not claiming any nationality, even down to the Yamasee chief spoke on this, claiming back your right as who you are in this country. Those indigenous brothers and sisters, I'm reaching out to you, telling you it's time. A lot of the leaders that wanted to say stuff that's like, you know, the chief of the Yamasee and many others want to tell y'all this, but they can't say but so much. Listen, I told y'all this is not a democracy. It's a republic. And I told y'all we were already a republic numerous times. Now, let's go back into our regular scheduled programming. Back to the stuff I want to show y'all. Like I said, for everything that I show on here, video purposes, every information, fair use, entertainment, and educational purposes only. Okay? Give me a second. I'm trying to make sure I got all the right stuff lined up. Oh, I'm gonna come back to that one. That's dealing with that's dealing with something that I really want y'all to know who's been in cahoots with who on certain things. There's a video that's lurking. Those that's outside of YouTube that I talked to, I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send that to you. You're gonna look at the whole thing. It's 2 hours long. I'm gonna send it to y'all, the ones that I talked to outside of YouTube. Let me see. All right, give me a second, because when I say I put a lot of stuff, when I found a lot of stuff, I try to remember what I put down so I can remember to show it to y'all. This is dealing with the X chromosome. Hopefully I can play that. Yes, I can. Good. Remember I told you what the mitochondrial DNA was, right? Or is, right? Like I said, for fair use, entertainment, educational purposes only. Look at that. Look what it says. Look what it says. X-Men, X-gene, X-guards, X chromosome, triple dark matter. That's triple darkness. That is the 3 6s that they've been talking about. That is the so-called real mark of the beast, which is the daggone, which is carbon, melanin. I've been telling y'all, and look, I found it out right there to confirm it. Look at that. They have all these pharaohs, all these different. Listen to that. Look at that. Look at that.
That when these motherfuckers hit 100%, there is no peace. It's war, chaos, and destruction. They understand and know this.
I'm gonna play it again.
The government knows that when these motherfuckers hit 100%, there is no peace. It's war, chaos, and destruction. They understand and know this.
You see that? When we reach the highest level of our potential, we don't want peace. We want to bring we're gonna bring destruction and bring back. Like I said, things had to what, and out of order is chaos, right? I told y'all that. This is dealing with the mitochondrial DNA. Remember how Bobby Hemmett said what he said? He said the so-called black woman is chaos. That X chromosome is going to bring forth chaos. You are the ones that they've been trying to protect themselves from for this final showdown. I am not making this stuff up. Look at that. The DNA helix. And look, that's like the moon on the planet right there. So I'm letting y'all know, look at that. And it's showing you how we would start looking like once we start getting fed up and we at our highest point. Right here too. They don't want us to wake up. That's why they're trying to make sure they stop us. And I told y'all these damn agents are working OT. Now, let me see. They're going to do everything in their power to stop us from rising. That's why they did the whole shutdown. They did all of that. They are also messing with people that get their food stamps and everything, knowing that they can't live without that. Some of them, I ain't saying all of them. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I'm being 100 with everybody right now. What they doing? They trying their best. The whole reset was a big ass. Yeah, it was something. I found so many videos. Let me tell y'all, man. Like, we're dealing with how the inbreeding between these beings and even down to women. That's also in the book of Enoch and all that too. Let me let y'all know. When it come down to the biblical text, it came from out of other sources. Mainly came out of the book that dealt with Mommy Walter and so on. See, nobody don't want to talk about that either. This has been an ongoing battle that's been happening amongst us and them. This is what I've been trying to tell y'all. Like, everybody think, oh yeah, the new world, the new world. Let me tell you, I told you about multi-dimensional beings. I found a video on that, on beings that come in your dreams. They disguise themselves. I didn't tell y'all this part. You got beings that come in your dreams, disguise themselves as relatives and all of that. That's not them. If you're not on that high frequency, that is. Okay? So it's a whole lot of shit that they don't want to tell you. I've been really, a lot of this stuff really blew me. Okay, I'm trying to see if that was something else. Yeah, I'm gonna show you these. I'm gonna show you some of these videos. This video that I found. Okay, and this is. I said I was gonna show it on Friday, but no, I ain't showing it on Friday. I'm showing that shit right now. Fuck that. Excuse my language. This is not AI.
Dog. Wow, look how fast that joint is. Mad creatures starting to surface. I don't think this is. To me, it looks like some type of extraterrestrial dog.
Like I said.
Wow, look how fast that joint is.
Like I said, this is for fair use, educational, entertainment purposes only. Y'all ready to see this? Shout out to the brother, Holistic Remedies 9. I told y'all also that the veil has been gone. And I said different beings and things are going to start coming out. Okay? This is not no fear-mongering stuff. I'm trying to let y'all know what the fuck is going on. You see this? This is not AI generated. Look, these are the different beings that I've been talking about. Remember, I told y'all how the veil is gone. And I told y'all it's going to start coming out. Different portals, all of that. I told y'all. Look at these. Y'all thought I was joking? Look at all of that. I told y'all that the portals have not closed like everybody thought they did. It's a whole lot of everything going on in this realm. Now I'm about to play it. Like I said, for fair use, entertainment, educational purposes only. You see that?
To me, it looks like some type of extraterrestrial dog.
Look at that.
Wow, look how fast that joint is.
Look at it again.
Yo, what do y'all think this is? To me, it looks like some type of extraterrestrial dog. Wow, look how fast that joint is. Mad creatures starting to surface. Now, some skeptics will automatically go to saying that this is CGI or this is artificial or that these type of entities don't exist. But I want to make you aware that there's multiple cryptids and various different type of beings that have been seen all around the world.
Told y'all.
In North America alone, several witnesses have encountered entities that look a sci-fi movie, like for example the Mothman, which is a humanoid entity with wings that was typically spotted in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, or the Jersey Devil, which was an entity that had the appearance of a gargoyle that was typically seen in New Jersey. There's been sightings of Frogman in Loveland. They call it the Loveland Frogman cosmic family that they would see in Loveland, Ohio. And this entity was an amphibious being that looked like what the Dogon tribe would see from the Sirius star constellation. And these beings would request virgins every 60 years. All right, then there were sightings of the Dover Demon in Denver, Massachusetts. This entity almost looks like a gray, all right, but it has elongated limbs, all right, and it walks on all fours, but it kind of looks like a Zeta Reticulum. Then you have the Wendigo from northern U.S., Canada, which was like a deer type entity that walked upright with horns, all right, that was seen all through northern U.S., Canada, right? Then you have the Goatman that was seen at various locations, all right? So, and then you have the Kirtland Mellowheads, all right, beings with real big heads, almost look like they associated with the Yakub or the Danako tribe, like beings from inner earth that came to the surface. And this was typically seen in Kirkland, Ohio. And that's just to name a few. We are in an age of Aquarius, which means more and more information that you are unaware of is going to continue to pour in. All of the illusions will be washed away, and the collective will finally get a chance to bear witness to the truth. Right now, the sun is rapidly accelerating the planet's terraforming process. This is causing everything to rapidly shift from lower to higher densities. When this happens, this is when the supernatural takes place. This is when you see strange anomalies, as well as peculiar entities and things that you've never seen before.
I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna go back to that video. I said that on our channel about things like this is going to start happening. You got the AI thing going on. I forgot to find that video with the AI trying to come on to a guy. I can't find that video now. There's so much happening in this realm. This is why this is all a part of the great global reset. This is why a lot of us that's speaking on real matters. Many of us are being called crazy, delusional, and all of that. I'm here to tell you, that's why I give a certain shout out to certain ones that I watch that I know that's actually doing the work. Listen, we haven't seen nothing yet. When I tell you that the real people that's been called to the forefront, that it's time is going to be time. Because people getting tired of this shit. You got people finally waking up, realizing like, yo, all this shit is a scam. All this shit is bullshit. Yeah, it is. It really is. They don't want you to know anything. They don't want you to know what the hell is going on. They never did. They never wanted you to know who the hell you were. They wanted to keep you asleep. They don't want you to wake up. They want to keep you going and going and going. Now, this video comes straight from the horse's mouth. Every video in this video is also for entertainment purposes and educational purposes only. Listen to this guy. Look at that. You see that?
Nordic group. There is an African-looking group. There is a Polynesian-looking group. I think we're going to find very few of these extraterrestrials are Caucasian or blonde-haired, blue-eyed, like a lot of people depict. Many, many, many of our cosmic cousins from the local 52 star cluster are people of color. And when we get to a point to our cosmic cousins actually visiting and integrating with us, we are going to be forced to deal with some of our petty racist programs.
Play that again.
Groups like this Nordic group. There is an African-looking group. There is a Polynesian-looking group. I think we're going to find very few of these extraterrestrials are Caucasian or blonde-haired, blue-eyed, like a lot of people depict. Many, many, many of our cosmic cousins from the local 52 star cluster are people of color. And when we get to a point to our cosmic cousins actually visiting and integrating with us, we are going to be forced to deal with some of our petty racist programs.
Bingo. So, remember I told you about the Ashtar Command? Ashtar Command, they were the ones that have blonde hair, blue eyes. They stole the technology from the original Palladians, and they started calling themselves Palladians. They stole that technology from the original Palladians. The original Palladians look like us, or we look like them. They stole the technology, and they went in front of the Galactic Federation and said, literally, we are the Palladian gods, or we the Palladians, da 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 da. They already knew they were lying because they know daggone well these beings came from another star system. So that's also connected to the digital currency that's about to happen. The whole global reset with all the one world currency, that's connected to them. They made a deal for supremacy by giving power. They were working together with certain reptoids as well. See, this is what they don't want to tell you. I know it's like, well, why the hell are you talking about extraterrestrial stuff? Why are you talking about all of this? I'm going to tell you why. In your DNA, the so-called junk DNA that have not been unlocked, in the mitochondrial DNA, there is what they call that so-called junk DNA. It is actually galactic angelic DNA that have not been tapped in. That has not been tapped in yet. But when you reach to the 100% the true essence, the true let's put it like this, the whole 100% of the activation, that's when Houston we have a problem. You're not going to be just one that can see. You're going to be a one-person army. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds unreal, surreal, whatever you want to call it. But Brother Asir said that they keep on pushing back these dates to try to implement this because their plans are not working. Listen, Brother Asir Dukatir said that they keep on pushing stuff back because the plans are not working. And I, for real, believe that, for lack of a better word. So now they have to shut stuff down to try to see who's going to fall for it. But it also goes to people that took the daggone COVID vaccine too. That was a part of it. 80% of the population in this country had got the vaccine. Now, let me see. See if there's anything else. Let me see if this is the one right here, because there's a whole lot of them that I found, y'all. Like after this, I'm resting my body. And I'm going to get myself ready for the stuff that's about to happen. Remember I told y'all about the sirens. All of this is connected to what's actually that's happening right now. Government shut down, all of this stuff. Because all this stuff got to come out now. Because like Bobby Hemmett said, now you got to start thinking, having that mind of a child. I know it sounds crazy. What did he mean by that? Knowing that all this stuff is real. Knowing all this stuff is happening right before your eyes. You done had the blinders on. You done had the blinders on for the longest time. And they've been lying to you. They've been putting you in a deep sleep. If you don't believe me, in the movie They Live, they show that how they had a big ass antenna or satellite. And then the other many satellites were saying sleep, sleep, sleep. They've been keeping you asleep. And they've been having all these distractions happening. Now, give me a second. I'm going to play this. Like I said, for fair use, educational, and entertainment purposes only, the videos that I'm playing on here.
Before anywhere. I traveled to a place called Ukunda. It's on the coast. They have signs outside of everybody's compound. They have these gates. You can't get through the gate unless security allows you through the gate. And they have these electric charged fences that if you touch it, it's going to shock you. One of the signs that I saw, but it was a warning about being close to the water. I asked the security guy, I said, what is this about? He says, after a certain time, Who? Like who? There's a place called Seychelles Island. On the Seychelles Islands, at every resort, after a certain time, they close and shut off all access to the water. They said sirens will take you. He said, if a horny guy comes here at night, the sirens will trick him. I said, mermaids? They said, not like mermaids in America. They lie to you. That they are not beautiful, and most of them are men.
That's a way to go. Like, a transformer mermaid pulled me into the water. Don't tell nobody.
If the transformer mermaid snatching you was just too horny.
Hey.
Y'all hear that? Now remember I told y'all in our culture, in our spiritual practice, especially in voodoo, right? We have a loa called La Sardine. That's supposed to be the siren. But you gotta remember how much water our bodies pertain. all this stuff I told you was gonna start coming out. And it's all connected to this whole global reset. I told y'all many times on our channel that the freaking veil is gone. Is said everybody's being nice with it by saying it's thin. No, it's gone. That's why people are waking up feeling a certain way, like feeling like everything's phony, everything's fake. It's not it's all artificial. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been created. That's why people waking up and saying that. The veil is gone. Gone. Shout out to everybody that's been subscribed to our channel. So shout out to everybody that's been watching. But I'm telling y'all, I'm being real. This is stuff they don't want nobody to know and don't want to talk about at all. All of this, and these people got everybody thinking all these illusions, all these damn lies, and people falling for it. Because they don't want people to know. They don't want us to know what the sand blazes is going on. They don't want us to know what the heck is going on. They don't want nobody to know all the secrets that's been hidden from us. See, let me see. I got look at all. Look, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all all the videos that I have found early this rising. Starting that some of us are born without gifts. I found the video on that too. Look at all these videos. These are not all of them. Also, this dealing with the water sign, the heart chakra. I told you about that. About reincarnated ancestors that are channelers. Parts of the final. We're telling this right here. I think that's the one I want y'all to hear. I'm trying to remember. Because I'm still tired. I'm still a little sleepy. I just said something told me to put this out there. And look, while you're on this life, I hope and pray to the ancestors that by me saying what I'm saying, that y'all can go back and watch this. I've been really, I don't know, my spirit just been telling me it's time to just start going in as much as I can. Yes, this is, let me see. Oh, they will not let me play it. And look at, this is the important one. Look, this is the important one I was talking about. They look, you see that X right there? They will not let me play it. The X right here. That has no sound. Look. In this video, he was talking about, this brother was talking about what they're going to do with the SSI. They're going to digitize it. That is also dealing with the microchip, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, this is not a joke. I've been trying to tell y'all, Mother Shelley, if you watching, you know, man, you had a lot of talks. I'm just saying. XRP. Oh, listen, y'all listen. Shit is about to hit the fan. Shit is about to hit the fan. It's about to hit the fan. I mean, all these brothers and sisters is trying to, y'all, the ones that's talking about this whole, everybody that been talking about this whole Nasara thing, I kept on telling y'all, it's not gonna go through all the way yet. I've been telling y'all this. It's gonna have to be a final showdown. And I know people thought I was crazy and I said that this guy that was a werewolf told me this shit years ago. And I'm seeing it for what it is now. This is not just biblical though, y'all. I need y'all to, this is not just biblical. It's not just biblical. That's why I want people to get that out there. No, the Bible said that. Look, yo, the Bible got it from another source. Got it from another source. And I'm not taking nothing from the Bible, but we got to realize that these people know what they're doing. They don't want none of us to wake up. Let me see. There's something dealing with. I'm gonna play. This is from. Yeah, I'm gonna play the part I think of the final showdown. Don't y'all know they put this shit in a video game and they made a movie out of it? Yes, they made it. They put it in a video game and made a movie out this goddamn game. Shout out to this brother Beyond 5D. He's on Instagram. He also studied under Dr. York too. A lot of Dr. York real students that's coming out here letting people know what the fuck going on. This video right here, for fair use only. This is for educational purposes and entertainment purposes only. And look, they even had me take. Look, I can't even play this. This is the final showdown that I was talking about. We are the ones that's look at this shit. They don't even. I'm gonna show y'all this. Fuck this. Look at this. The whole game Halo, the video game Halo talks about this. Look, the real life elite. Look at that. Versus the Halo elite. We are the Halo elite. We've been fighting these goddamn things for a long time. Back and forth. They know this. Look, so above, so below. People are letting it be known that this shit been going on. Why? Listen. We are part reptilian too. I need to let y'all understand this. We're part reptilian too. Webbed hands, webbed feet. We need water. We have a reptilian brain. The Kundalini, which is the serpentine energy, which is at the base of your spinal cord, which is connected to the X chromosome. I mean, come on now. That's why I said it's deeper than what people think it is. It is way deeper than what everybody think it is. The rabbit hole gets deeper and deeper. I can't tell you everything on YouTube, on our channel. However, all I can show is what the hell is really going on. They will not let me play certain videos, and I'm mad about that because I really want y'all to hear this shit. So y'all can see I'm not making this stuff up. Let me see what this one is, because I really want y'all to know I'm not making none of this shit up. Like, fuck that. It's time. It's time to go through a serious metamorphosis. Okay, I'll play that another time. That's talking about something dealing with something that happened next. Like, happened 10 years ago. Like, almost 10 years ago. Let's see what this is right here. This is a video about, I think, about the Chosen. But that one, I'm gonna play that another time too, because I'm not gonna stay on here too long, because I am like really feeling the energy of being tired right now. Like, because I have found a lot of this stuff, and I'm like, man, I couldn't rest. Remember I told you about the chosen ones, right? And how they know who the chosen ones are. For fair use. Educational and entertainment purposes only. Found another video doing that. The last time I had a Caucasian brother on here, right? Look at this.
On Earth, know who the chosen ones are, and what do they do to stop them from their purpose of leading souls to ascension?
Yes. The beings that run this Earth absolutely know who the chosen ones are. They can sense the energy. The chosen carry a vibration from birth. Different thoughts, different eyes, different resistance to lies. And now here's where it gets deep. The Archons, the rulers of this world, track that frequency. They don't just fight against nations. They target souls. They don't usually try to kill chosen ones outright, because that would only confirm their power. Instead, they try to wear them down, tempt them with addictions, fake relationships,